Welcome to ECCSC Live on CAN TV. I'm your host, Tyrone Muhammad. I got a lot of heartfelt things to say today, and I wanted to take the time to say them now. First of all, I would like to give my condolences to one of our friends, comrade, brothers. We call him Lil Law Lawrence. Brother lost his life yesterday, and we would like to give our condolences to him and his family. And we hope to keep the struggle, keep the movement going, because Law was one of the catalysts to our attempt to try to reclaim our neighborhoods, our community. One thing I know about life is that there are none of us in this world is perfect. But when someone loses their life, we know that's permanent. It doesn't matter about the past or the present in most cases. Life is real. Loss of life is real. And it affects more than just the individual that loses his life. So I wish his grandchildren, his family, his children, and his family much love and respect. Also, Brother KD, Kenny Dawes Sr., he lost his father yesterday. And I would like to give him our condolences here at ECCSC and on behalf of the family of CAN TV as well. We just want to send our condolences to the family of Kenny Dawes who father passed yesterday. So, brother, you're in our prayers, and I look forward to being a shoulder to lean on in the ear to listen to. Anyway, I would like to hear from you, audience. 312-738-1060. That's 312-738-1060. Call in live. As you can see, I'm solo. I mean, today, I like it that way because of the issues that I would like to touch on. We got a lot of things going on with this, events coming up. Specifically, XCOM forums that deal with the mayoral candidates. It's time that the people understand, or the brothers that's formerly incarcerated, understand that our vote matters. Our vote matters. Everybody that's a returning citizen, please understand that you are able to vote. In the state of Illinois, you can vote. And people out there, please let your brother, sister, cousin, or those you know that has been incarcerated or affected by the criminal justice system, that their vote count, that they can vote, and that we could continue to have our voice heard. So please, 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 we have an XCOM forum coming up. All of the mayoral candidates have been invited. They have been invited to the ECCSC Mayoral Forum. To date, we have LaShawn Ford, who has committed to being there. Amara Inya, even McCarthy has committed. Paul Vallis has committed to being there. Willie Wilson has committed to being there. We've sent invitations out to all the candidates on behalf of the formerly incarcerated and being a voice and having a platform for us. Preckwinkle, from what I understand, has declined. We sent out an invitation to Mr. Daly. I wouldn't say let me rephrase that. Let me say she had other prior engagements. That's to me the good way of saying I don't want to be there. Because I've seen candidates throughout this process pick and choose which forum they make, and as well as making an appearance on one forum and then leave early so that they can make another one. So I just want you to know, before I go to that point, we reach out to Bill Daly. We're waiting on his response. Lori Lightfoot said she couldn't make it. She thanked you, but she couldn't make it. So I just want you all to know, that we must hold legislators accountable. We must hold them accountable as formerly incarcerated men, with approximately 25 to 30,000 coming out of prison every year. Our voting bloc is one that I believe is fast growing. Of course, it's always been there. We just never knew how to properly mobilize our bodies and our voice. So if you have anything to say about that, the mayoral forum and attending, I would like to have listen to your voice and give me a call live at 312-738-1060. That's 312-738-1060. Our voice is everything, man. There's in the scripture it talks about the word of God and the voice of God and the word being God and powerful. If it doesn't come from within, if it doesn't come from without, then it's not real. So our voice is everything, especially to the communities that we return to. ECCSC, for those who are tuning in for the first time. Ex-Cons for community and social change. This is a great opportunity for me to share with you all the inception of ECCSC, as it has been a journey and still is a journey to try to bring some voice, a voice, and some attention to the prison industrial complex, as well as reformation and what that looks like. Without us who have served time sitting at the table with the policy makers to change policy, then they're not really listening to us. So we will have to force them through our body, through our votes. That means everything. So sitting in prison for 21 years, I grew tired of watching young men come in and out of prison only to return over and over again with no plans on staying out. Sitting in prison, hold on real quick. I'm going to come back to that because I want to entertain this caller. Caller, come through. I'm looking forward to listening to you and hearing your comments, concern, or questions. Caller.
Yes. Hi, this is Evie Hakeem. How are you tonight?
Excellent. Evie Hakeem, how you doing, sis?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm listening live from Mississippi.
Wow. Mississippi.
Yeah. Yes. I just wanted to also, you were speaking about formerly incarcerated voting.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I also wanted to remind everyone that if they're sitting in the county jail,
yes,
and they have not been convicted, they also have a right to vote from jail.
From jail.
Yes, they do.
Yes, ma'am. Anything else, Sister? A lot
of people don't know that. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry for interrupting you. You're right. A lot of people don't know that, and I was just asking you. I didn't know if you was finished. I was saying, is there anything else you could share with the brothers that's formerly incarcerated, even encouragement that you would give them?
Well, my thing is that they shouldn't listen to the negativity that people may say about them. Everybody makes mistakes, and once they have served their time, then, it's up to us as their community to welcome them back and to assist them, because every person that goes to prison is coming home at some time.
At some point. At some point.
And, if we want a healthy community, then we have to help them.
Thank you. Thank you, Evie. And I appreciate your support, and continue to call and share. Hopefully ECCSC will be in Mississippi soon.
All right. Or maybe Lake County, Illinois, because that's my original home.
Oh, yeah, Lake County for sure. We want to crisscross the whole Illinois for real. That's our goal, especially Peoria and those Danvilles and those communities that a lot of the African Americans, blacks, whatever we decide to call ourselves, has migrated from Chicago to those southern towns. But thank you for calling in. We appreciate you.
All right. You're welcome. Have a good evening.
You too. As Evie was saying, even the county jails, if you haven't been convicted yet, brothers in the county jails, please let them know, family, that they can also vote. And the brothers that's out here, especially the brothers that have knowledge about the legal process as well as the voting process, please share it with those young brothers that's hanging on these corners that don't even understand that their voice is powerful. Getting back to prison and the formulation of the thought, idea, and theory behind ECCSC. Growing tired of watching these young brothers, we end up coming in and out of prison because we end up being their big homie brothers, fathers, or uncles anyway. When you're a young man coming to prison, 18 years old to 21, you're still developing and learning cognitive things that you probably should have learned while you was in high school. But when you have no mentors, guides, fathers, role models to properly teach and train and guide us, sometimes we, through trial and error, and just by extension of living, you end up in places like the prison through mistakes that we make. So once we get in prison, the condemnation is pretty much taking place. You've been condemned or sentenced for the crime that you committed. So we're serving our time, and in serving our time, we could do one or two things. We could develop our minds, our character, ourselves, develop integrity, or we could sit back and do nothing and get engrossed in the negativity of prison and come out worse than when we went in. And I want to finish that point, but we have a caller. Caller, please come in.
Yes, and good evening, and thanks for taking the call. I just heard the last part of it by helping people on the corners.
Yes, sir.
Some of these boys, some of these young men standing on these corners doing what they do. Everybody know what they do. Some of them, if they was in the right environment, could be a CEO to a Fortune 500. Some of these guys are very sharp.
Yes, sir.
I mean, really sharp. But they don't get the opportunity as per se if you look at the other side of the fence. They just only need a chance. But the thing is, they don't get the opportunity. And I'm not going to say that they all don't want it. You don't never know what you want until it's given to you. You got to taste honey before you know you like it. So again, they just need that opportunity. Until those time come, is what I used to always hear, a wasted mind. And that is so shame. Let me get out there. Thank you for taking the call.
Sir, before you hang up, what's your name, sir?
My name is Steve.
Steve, man, thank you for calling in, and we appreciate your support, and we look forward to hearing from you again. So continue to follow us and continue to lend your voice. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
He's right. See, the problem is we judge too much without having an answer or putting forth our effort to change that which we render judgment on. I was those same little brothers on the corner. I was them little brothers, probably worse, 10 times worse, probably. And I thank God for the opportunity to hear a word, to hear a message that could change, that changed my life. I thank God for individuals giving me books. The first book I received that started the process of me transforming my mind, my behavior, was Black Man, Single, Obsolete, and Dangerous by Haki Ahmad Tabuti. Then I had The Message to the Black Man by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Souls of Black Folks, Carter G. Woodson. See, it's books and information that allows you to transform your thinking and your behavior. What else was it? Miseducation of the Negro. Razara, I think her name, how she pronounce her name? Razara Ali, whatever. What is it? Black Man Guide to Understanding the Black Woman Guide to Understanding the Black Man. I'm just telling you, it's these various books that allow us to transform our thinking. Some of these brothers never seen the book. You have people in life that receive the gun before they receive the book as a gift. I'm one of them persons, or people rather, that receive negative things before I receive things that could benefit my life. Why is that so? How is it that these young brothers can obtain guns, weapons, drugs quicker than they could obtain the things that are beneficial for their lives? They're not solely responsible for themselves. They are still learning and growing and being groomed into either negativity or positivity. But there's no intervention in their affairs that allows them to transform their thinking or behavior. And that's what ECCSC hopes to be to these young men on the street as well as those incarcerated. Caller, we have a caller coming in. I would like to hear your voice, caller.
Yes, this is Steve again. I just caught what you just said about the books that you read.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you, I came up from 71st Street. I'm much older than you. Back in the 60s, the early 60s, there was a great guy in our neighborhood, and his name was Elijah Muhammad.
Yes,
He
sir.
used to have a restaurant right there on 71st Street
Yes, sir.
between St. Lawrence and Evans, Champlain. And that man, I mean, he had a bakery, he had a restaurant, he had grocery stores. They had also some people that joined the faith. That's when I first met Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali, right
Yes,
there.
sir.
But anyway, that guy was so good. He used to take people from the corners that was out there doing things, and not just the ones selling. He was helping the people who was using, and back in that day, there was plenty of them. He put a shirt and tie on them, he dressed them, he fed them, and just put some papers in their arm. And then he helped them to get housing, somewhere to live, and take care of your family.
Yes, sir.
It's very hard to find those things like that now. But again, I won't ever forget that man. He was a good guy, and he treated everyone with respect. With the bakery, he'd tell you, come on in, get you a cookie. He really tried to help people. And I just heard you when you said reading the book. Well, you know, it's a shame that you had to wait to get in there to read a book. But again, at least you got that opportunity to read the book. There's a place on Stony Island you could go in, and I'm quite sure read a book. There's a place on 79th Street where you could go there and probably read a book. But for sure, people need to go somewhere. Seek and you shall find. Knock and someone will open. But again, it got to a point, sometimes people don't seek, some people don't knock. So sometimes they need people to go out and find and help. You know, I mean, I'm not the the smartest book on the shelf or the sharpest pencil, but let me tell you, common sense is one of the best things that people don't have anymore. It ain't common no more. Again, thanks for taking the call.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you for calling in. See, Steve, a book is so powerful. I love to read. Even while I was hanging out in the streets, I love to read. Sometimes when your stomach is hurting, your belly is full, and you get the wrong life cues that guide and direct your path when you're looking at nothing but drug dealers and you're looking at violence and crime that becomes your life, opposed to looking at working class individuals, doctors, lawyers, firemen, police. See, those are not the realities of the communities that some of these young brothers grow up in. The reality that these young brothers grow up in is the reality that is me, that is ECCSC, and those associated with ECCSC. They tend to see guys that look like me who transform or change their lives, or I'm attempting to add value to society by constantly growing and building on something that I see as good. Whether people see it or not, I see my value. God see my value. So God sent prophets and messengers to people, not because the people know, but because the people don't know, they have no guidance, they have no instructions, or maybe they've been misled down the wrong path and in need of guidance back to the right path. So people, if you read the scriptures from the Quran to the Bible to the Torah, the Injil, and all the books that people have come to cherish for guidance and life-altering measures, there's always men who've come from the lowest of the community or society that God enshrine or endear himself to, that these individuals now stand in the place of instead of. Not saying that ECCSE or we are those individuals. I'm just saying I saw an opportunity to do some good and to do my part, because I'm tired of seeing black bodies used as fuel for a wicked society. Our bodies, the death of black men, women, boys, is big business. Only in our community do we have foreigners who usurp the wealth and resources out of our communities and never are forced or encouraged to put anything back towards the moral degradation that they create. Why would you put something back to transform or help the people when what you're selling the people is designed to destroy the people? Whether it's cigarettes, liquor, blunt papers, or whatever, or bad food, chips, cookies, candy. Our people are not being bombarded with vegetables and fruits. We're being bombarded with bad things, negative things that not only alter our biology, but our character, that alter our mood and behaviors. So these individuals usurp not just the wealth from our communities, but in their act of capitalism and using our ignorance, they also take our soul. They take our soul. So sometimes, all the time, biology informs us that you are what you eat. There's no coincidence that our children are killing each other, lack of love. Because when you eat something, it's either designed to make you healthy or it's designed to destroy you. Not just physically, but even in your thoughts, even in your thinking. So, people, we don't have enough time for me to go into other aspects of that, but make sure you tune in every week, every Thursday, 7:30 on ECCSC Live on CAN TV. But we have a voice in this matter, brothers. All the formerly incarcerated brothers. We have a forum coming up. And that forum is designed, look me up on Facebook. Look me up, Tyrone Muhammad on Facebook, and take a look at that forum that we have set up that's coming. I need you to do that homework on your own. Since I can't speak to you about that, I need you to do that homework on your own. Go to my Facebook Live and look it up. No, look it up on Facebook, and you'll find it for yourself. And another thing, before I close out, man, take care of your family, man. Take care of your community, and take care of the young brothers that's in need of guidance. Man, it's too much murder, too much death going on in our communities. We do not take personal responsibility. That's what ECCSC, ex-cons for community and social change. Our motto is we help destroy the community. Therefore, it is our job, it is on us to transform the lives and the community of those we help destroy. Especially our women, bro. Sisters. Let's go. Let's get on board and let's begin to transform our neighborhoods and our community. We'll see you next week. This is ECCSC on CAN TV. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to collaborating with the people, the communities, and once again, follow me, Tyrone Muhammad, on Facebook, and tune in to the programs and opportunities that we have yet to engage in and that are coming. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.